Hi all, welcome to this first FIFA 18 related video, this focusing on Hibernian's player ratings for Ultimate Team. So I thought it'd be a bit of fun, and also I've not covered the stats, just mainly the ratings, because I don't know what they'll give them for stats personally. So it's a bit difficult, but hopefully find this enjoyable. Smash the like, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at GSLegend, all the links are down below for playlists in the channel, and social media links as always. Pretty decent ratings for these guys, so let's jump into the video. So Hibs squad, obviously they won the the championship last season. And for me, they're going into the Premiership, and I would fancy them to stay up. I know a lot of folk will say, oh, should aim for top 6, but it's hard to truly say, and also depends what signings they bring in. But as long as they stay up and keep away from the playoffs, in my opinion, that is a successful season. And also depends who they bring in as well to kind of bulk up the team. Some good signings already in, and some of the squad is quite decent, and hopefully with time progressing, they might have a decent squad in time for the new season. But Ophir Marciano, at the moment, looks like that is signed, sealed and delivered. That will be finalised this week, and I would assume if he's in, then we've got ourselves a good goalkeeper. Been pretty sound, and the Israeli national goalie has definitely maybe eased the goalkeeping aspect. And Ross Laidlaw as well, to be honest, he's been pretty solid as well for when he's been in the sticks. It was very, very impressive if you watched the Hibernian Brøndby game last season, in pre-season. He was very impressive in the second leg, and kudos to him. Also, Paul Hanlon, Lou Stevenson, Liam Fontaine, Dan McGregor, David Gray are some of the defenders. Same for Jordan Foster. He's a pretty... Jordan Foster's been one of these defenders that's just been unfortunate with injuries, had a time down in Plymouth on loan, and played quite well last season, and hopefully can get some more game time behind his belt. But it will be difficult to overtake McGregor and Hanlon and Efe Ambrose, kind of three solid centre backs. Then we've got Dylan Miguel, John McGinn. John McGinn had a transfer bid put in from Ipswich for £1 million. That was luckily rejected. I feel he needs to be worth a little bit more, and also get a bit of game time in the Premiership properly, and kind of justify his worth if he's worth, say, a couple £1 million, because he's got several Scottish caps as well, and that kind of will be important to teams that want to buy him. Yes, he's got Scottish caps, but can he kind of kick on, as it were? And that is what teams have to be aware of. McGinn's got to be aware of, and hopefully Hibs as well, because I would feel he's worth a little bit more. You never know, he might be one day we might get as much as what we got for Scott Brown, but that's highly unlikely, which is 4.4 million. Get a couple more from him would be kind of delightful. We've also got Marvin Bartley, very solid midfielder as well. Callum Crane, young player coming through as well. Marvin Bartley's kind of like a cult hero in the club, good laugh, and definitely a solid player. Scott Martin, good young player coming through, might get some game time this season, see what happens with him. Pre-season will be a good test for him. Danny Handlin and Martin Boyle, good strikers. Danny Handlin had injury issues, but still young enough to maybe have some potential. Martin Boyle, good player, he can play in the wings as well, so even though I've got him as an up top card just now, he might end up on the wings, so see what happens with him. Brian Graham, maybe not the option we need, but I know that we're looking at Kyle Lafferty, Louis Mould, Greg Stewart. There's plenty of strikers that we're looking at, and I have a bit of faith that we'll get some good strikers in. Simon Murray, another good option from Dundee United. We kind of like for James Keaton. Whether he's good enough for Hibs is a different question. Ollie Shaw is one player I'm looking forward to seeing how he can do this season. I quite rate him quite highly. Good young player, done business in the under-20s and the development squad. Efe Ambrose and Danny Swanson are two signings that we've brought in already. And Efe Ambrose, good player, done the business for us last season when we had him in. And Danny Swanson, he's definitely someone, hopefully on the wings, can be the option that we realistically need. But for me, good starting 11 I would have. Obviously some players I've missed out, but I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Let me know in the comments down below who else Hibs should sign and anyone else that we've missed. Smash the like, sub to the channel for new, follow me on Twitter at GSLegend, and I will catch you all later. Hi all, welcome to the marquee matchups for the 19th of May. Plenty of routes as usual to cover for this. It's going to get a lot harder for this week coming and next week, with obviously